So hello everyone. So guys, let us start with some basics of Java today. So first of all, I will recommend everyone to download this IDE, that is IntelliJ, for Java programming. So I will share the link in the description and a video on the YouTube how to getting started with IntelliJ. So without wasting time, let's get started, guys. So first of all, we have to go to create a new project, and along with that I have installed Java 11. You can choose anyone version more than Java 8. So we are going to next, so we create a new project from template from the next, and we getting started with Java. Let us say getting started, I guess. Okay, so here we have our project setup for today. So we are beginning. So first of all, this is a Java project, and from the very basic, this is a main class in the Java. So guys, classes and objects, that are the some backbone of every programming language. Classes and objects that we are covering later on. So first of all, we are starting with uh, very basics of Java. Okay, so first of all, let's leave this class, the concept of class for now. So let us start from the very basics. So there is the things. So programming is basically like is the like real world things. So it's like how we are doing our stuff, like what we have. We are going to learn this Java from the like practical examples. Yeah, though, so the how the world, how this programming is related to the current world. Okay, so first of all, we already know from the very basics, like from the junior, from our very classes, that we have integers. So in our life we have very different things, like we are often familiar with 2, 3, 4, 5. We know what these are numbers, for say these are numbers, as we know. But computer does not know what that numbers are. Like our Java code don't know what these numbers are. So we have to tell the compile our system that what is these numbers. So actually programming is like we have something in our mind, so we have to just try to tell our computer that you have following instructions that you have to follow, and it will give you the output. Okay, so there is concepts of these numbers. Okay, so in Java programming we have these things called as data types. Okay, so there are various types of data types in Java. So we are covering, like first of all we have int. It is a data type. It is a the data type. It consists of numbers. For example, integer may store one, two, one value at a time. Like it stores one. For example, here I am declaring a variable a. ठीक है? A variable a is having a value of 1. Okay, so this variable is of type integer. What if we have to save the values like a, b, c, d, f, like something like that? So we cannot save these types of values in particular things like integer. Okay, because integer is something which stores value like numbers. Okay, so for this we have Java, we have this thing is called as strings, or we can say string is a group of characters. Okay, like we have this, and we have this thing is called character. As we know, these are all our characters: a, b, c, d, e, f, g. Okay, so these are some characters. So we have following like we have 5 to 6 types of, I think 4 to 5 types of data types in Java that we are covering. Okay, so after that we have a thing called booleans. Booleans is like we have values of which can store values like true and false. Okay, so for all this value to access, we have to declare some variables. Like I will say, I have a boolean, okay, of data type, which which has its name like f, and which stores a value of true. This is similar to if we have a human category and we have one of anybody's name John. Okay, so here human is a class. It tells that John is a type of a human. Like we have a class of dog and we have name like Rambo. Okay, so these things in Java, the things which started with a capital letter, like in human we have H and in dog we have D. So the things that are starting with that are capital, they are class. They are classes. I will tell this concept in detail later on. First of all, just give things like, so there are data types that are primitive, like this integer 1 is of type integer. Okay, and we have a human which is of we have a John. Okay, it is an object John which has a class of human. So these are objects and classes. So these objects and classes have some, they have some characteristics, they have some attributes and properties which we will discover later on. So first of all, getting started with all these concepts. Okay guys, so these are the some data types, and along with that we have float and we have double. What these things are, these are totally abstracts for now. I will tell you. Float is like when we are covering the values, like we have 2 dot double o. When there is a decimal, along with we have some more values in that. These things are known as floats in Java. Okay, so as we move on, we will getting very familiar with these types of things. Okay, so there is a quick exercise, like if we have some, a person wants to add two numbers like 4 and 8. Okay, so what he will do, he will initiate an reference is like if we have if we have randomly calculate some, we have calculated these types of values. As we know how we add, computers will add in the similar way. So these value 4.4 plus 8 is equal to 12. Okay, so where we will store this value, like if later on I want to assess this value, I don't have any reference to this value because I don't save it anywhere. So that's why we are declaring a variable b which can hold this value 12 for us, so that later on if we have to use this value b, we can easily assess. Okay, so one more thing, semicolons are compulsory in Java. We are choosing IntelliJ because it is a very intelligent compiler IDE. It will give you error on the fly. For example, if I do this thing, it will show a red line, and what this thing is that we are expecting some semicolon. Okay, so that we have semicolon. Okay, so this thing is, I think, clear for you. Moreover, now this thing is, now the next step is, okay, we are adding two numbers. Perfect. We are saving this in instance of b. Okay, perfect. And we want to see the result. So how will we view this thing that the output comes to be 12? So there is a shortcut in IntelliJ. We can write it as sout, system.out.println. print ln. If you enter that, it will do some work for us. It is a very smart type of IDE. So along with that, I have I will explain this whole concept that what these things are working right now. So don't worry. So first of all, when we have this, so if okay, so we have to print this value. Print means we have to view that what actually B consists of. So these things are covered like this will work when we have this method called main method. So in the working of every program, for now, just don't take any burden like what are main programs, what is this main function or what is that. Just don't take any kind of tension or what this going on. Just first right now just getting the things, and I will later on explain what these are. Okay, so just remember one thing, that every program in Java, okay, like are from the what is the starting point of your program. Like if I lines write a lot of lines of code, I give a lot of instructions to our computer, then how he will identify where to start. Okay, so main method is that thing. It will tell that hello brother, hi, you have to start from this, wherever it wherever we have written main. Okay, so it will automatically identifies that okay, main is this, and then it will start executing these lines. That what is the lines which are second has, these are comments. Comments means these lines are not right now understand by the compiler, like the id he don't know what that means to that. It is a simple handwritten things. The things which are in color of that yellow, and these all that are bright white, these things are only work. So if I remove these lines, nothing can happen. It will not hinder my program in any kind. Okay, so here we have green button in the IntelliJ. So we are run basics dot main function. Okay, so we will, when this will start, there is a bar starting in the downside, so our program starts, right, and then we have an output of 12. So before that, there is a a very basic things of learning every programming language in this world. This is known as the hello world. Hello world is the very beginning of the program, that how our program is going to start. So this is the mandatory thing. I left it. Okay, so we have printed two lines. The first line we have printed is hello world, and the second line is two. Okay, so these things are not I think it is very much clear. So one more thing, if we are not if we have an variable c and we are doing something like that, so you see there is a red symbol. So our program, our id say that I cannot resolve what symbol is c. You don't tell me that whether this thing, what kind of it is. I have a name which is known as John, but I don't know whether a John is a human or a dog or a cat. Okay, so these things are too much abstract for our computer to identify what they are. So in various languages, like we are, if you are dealing with JavaScript, you previously worked with JavaScript, so you don't have to face such kind of issues, as JavaScript is a dynamic type language. So in which the things are getting with variables, like we have to declare only variables. We don't have to tell the data type of that whether is a type of int. So we will resolve this issue by saying that hey, this thing is uh, it is a type of integer, so you will identify. So I will I just set the set the whole identification by alt control and L. It is a very smart thing in IntelliJ. It will helps your code to look nice. Okay, so when we are running this, so like this, you see I just run the program and still got the output as 12. As my program calculated the value of c, but I cannot identify the where is c. So if I have to see this thing, you can also start this from this here green button. So this is known as our console. Console means that it is a screen in which we can see the output of the program. Like in our memory, in computer, it will calculate. If I don't do this thing, it will automatically calculate this value, but we don't know that where this is where what is the value of this, you know, this complex, like the formula, like we have adding two numbers. Okay, so it will automatically generate in its system, and we cannot able to view this. So to view this, we have used this thing. Okay, so these are some basics. So like next we have, I have left the value of double. So double is similar to float, but it will acquire some more values after dot. So these are all you know, the after these are the values of the integer. Like integer have 4 bytes and float have also 4 bytes. Double has 8 bytes. 8 byte means that what the heck is that of memory initiative, like what are 8 bytes and 4 bytes concepts. So I will also explain in later videos that what is this thing known as. Okay, so here you have write the first program of your life in Java, so it is known as the hello world. So okay, so I think that's enough for today. We'll continue after. There is a series of lectures about Java. So every time there is a videos of 15 to 20 minutes. So with that we will cover this whole concept in like one week. After 1 week, you are too much proficient in getting the code of Java. If someone tells you, someone shows you the code, and you will able to know, like, okay, that this thing is covering this thing, and we will be comfortable. Okay, guys. So please give the comments that how's the content, like it helps you in identifying the things. Okay. So later on, we will cover in the next lecture. So I just recommend, if you want to get some more, you know, understanding better, so give a one review to the what are objects and classes. So there is a no, I think, the actually hack that how programming is learned. The programming is comes with practice. So the more time you will spend with coding, more proficient you will become. So okay, guys, let's take a break now, for now, and we will meet in next lecture. There is a lecture on next day. Okay, so stay safe in quarantine. Thank you all.